How's the cookie? You wanna know? It's the Oreo Review Show.
Ho, ho, ho. Welcome to the Oreo Review Show. The world is a shithole. Today's gonna be a real interesting day, my friends, and that's because I am going to be reviewing a different type of Oreo from the norms. I've reviewed a lot of different flavors of Oreo on this show, different amounts of cream, and we have had the thins. But now for the first time, we're looking at minis. Yes, it's the Oreo Mini, and there are a few different packaging options that I could have gone with. You might see the Oreo Minis in one of those little pouches that are sort of made for snacking on in your lunchbox. But I chose to go with the bucket, so I can puke into it if I don't like them. I don't know what sport the Packs play, but Nabisco loves them. This really is a bizarre packaging choice here. The pouches make sense. This is a bucket. This looks like what sidewalk chalk comes in. It's got a lid on top, so that's our first barrier to entry. Get the lid out of the way. And then, of course, the plastic seal, which you saw at the top. Look at how cute they are in there, all those little baby Oreos. They're so tiny and small. Obviously, the Oreo wasn't meant to be made mini. You can see that a lot of these are kind of just fallen apart, or they're not evenly distributed between the cookie and the cream. Sometimes there are cookie crumbs that get into the cream. Overall, it's pretty sloppy. Also, a little hard to tell about the cream proportions. Obviously, this is going to overall be less cream than a regular Oreo because it's so small, but if you were to blow this up to Oreo's size, it looks more like the DSP amount of cream than the original Oreo. I don't know if that's going to have much of an impact, though, again, because of just how small this little thing is here. End of the day, these are just basically probably going to be a regular Oreo, but smaller. Or are they? Let's do the thing where I eat one. No, not this one. This one. All right, what I just did was insane. You can't do a 3-biter on a mini Oreo. These are clearly 1-biters. That was just a little gag. Got you going there, didn't I? Let's do a real one. This is a real one. You got. Oh. Real one. I pop a couple of these. Oh, pop a couple. Now, in an original Oreo, you're looking at about 53 calories per cookie, whereas with the minis, it's a lot lower. You're only talking about 15 calories per cookie. Why, that's a significant drop-off. And as for sugar, whereas in the original, you're talking like 4.5, 5 grams of sugar per cookie. These guys have got like 1 gram of sugar per cookie. I mean, that's hardly nothing. But what did you expect? Look at how tiny they are. Also, the recommended serving size of normal Oreos are 3 cookies. Recommended serving of these bad boys is 9 cookies. So I guess if you're eating 9 of these versus 3 of those, it ultimately kind of comes out to being the same thing. So if you're looking to watch your weight, why are you eating these, you dumbass? But if you're just looking for a good time and a good snack, I mean, the question really is, what do these offer over an original Oreo cookie? These are for people who want to snack. An Oreo, it's a fairly significant cookie. Even the original one You might eat a few of those. You might, if you're like me, eat one row at a time. That feels like more of a dessert situation or a depression eating situation. These little guys, these are a capital S snack because they come in bucket form and you can just reach on in, pop them in your mouth like popcorn. You don't even have to look at what you're doing. It's so easy, so simple, and because they are smaller than a regular Oreo, you don't need to have a glass of milk right next to you to make it worthwhile. They're not going to make you as thirsty as quickly, and you may have noticed for today's episode I've got a mini glass of milk. That's no coincidence, no. Is the amount of cream any more significant in this than a regular Oreo? I don't think so. It does look from the side like there's more cream in it. I don't think in a normal Oreo it's that visible. But the thing is that the cookies themselves still outweigh the cream by a significant margin. And when you eat the whole thing together, it's small enough that it really just tastes like you took one small bite of a normal Oreo. They're like a third of an Oreo. And in terms of the flavor and texture, there really isn't much difference beyond that. What they've done here is they've extracted the experience of taking one bite of an Oreo and made that the whole portion. So maybe this will help you if you're trying to eat less because you can just have a smaller part of a cookie but still feel like you're getting the cookie experience in full. Even though us expert snack cookie critics know, you're fooling yourself, dude. That's not a real cookie. It's a small version of a cookie. Measure it! It's about, that's about 3/4 of an inch in diameter. That's about 3/4 of an inch. And you know what they say? You give them an inch, I'm gonna eat an entire bucket of these cookies. This might be the most successful Oreo spin-off to date because unlike the Thins and the double stuffs, they don't mess with perfection. Some genius Nabisco scientist looked at the Oreo and said, I like this. I wish it were smaller, but that's it. I'm not going to change anything else. It's not going to be crunchier. It's not going to be softer. It's not going to have more cream or less cream. It won't be healthier. It's going to be the same great Oreo taste, but small. And that's what's going on here. Now, there are some downsides as well. Obviously, dunking this thing, that could be a challenge. That's French! You could easily drop this thing right in there and make a real mistake. Or you just dunk you can't, your fingers are gonna get in there. It's tricky. But if you don't got the room for the full-size package, you're on the go, these are gonna get the job done. And they may be even more resealable for freshness than the genius resealable fresh nature of regular packagings that they have. And when you're halfway done, you got a maraca or a pretty bad rain stick. And when it's completely empty, store your chalk in here or your paint or your weird chemical solutions. Use this thing as a Tupperware container. Put pudding in it. I don't know. Eat cereal out of this. Do you? Final score, Oreo Mini. I really don't have anything bad to say about these other than the previously mentioned milk issues. I'm kind of a fan. On this show, I rate things from a scale of no Oreos being the worst to one complete Oreo being the best. The mini Oreo, I'm going to have to give it up to them. They're going to be awarded with one complete mini Oreo. Oh, so close to the top, but you can't take the medal from the king. Still, you are at the top of the league of the mini cookies, and I salute you, my friend. I'm waiting for the day when they finally come out with the Mickey Oreo. Oh. Something you could also do is just tilt this back into your mouth and just go at it like you're drinking a beverage. But if I ever catch you doing that, I will have you slain. Why don't you go ahead, like and subscribe to my channel so you can get all my little mini videos and maybe even full-sized ones in the future. And hey, here's a fun idea. How about everybody leaves just a mini comment, okay? On this episode, just a mini comment. Nothing longer than the mini one, all right? Don't go crazy. Scale it down to the mini size, because that's fun and cute. Keep on keeping it real, my friends. Until next time, I'm signing off saying, Oreo!
How's the cookie? You wanna know? It's the Oreo Review Show.